Welcome to season number 2 in the Marshall Thundering Herd Dynasty. Marshall faces off against their rivals for the second time in this series in West Virginia, this time in their house. We are coming off of a huge offseason where Cole Pennington actually switched his number over to 2, and he will be the captain going into his junior year. Now at 82 overall, he's going to need to pick up a lot of the slack that we lost from the receiver position. Our running back group looks a lot different. AJ Turner did transfer over to Eastern Michigan, but we did add a couple of freshmen in Banagu and Dewan Whitehead. He's an impact trait guy. He's got that gold fan favorite. He's going to play well at home, and he's got 97 speed. We got to figure out how to use that speed. We haven't had that, but he's not the most polished route runner. Defensively, the captain is going to be Michael Green. He led our team in sacks a year ago, having 5 sacks. And since we lost Tyquez Legs and also Isaiah Gibson at defensive tackle, he's going to need to step up. But how about some impact freshmen on the defensive side of the ball, starting with the local kid, Kelechi Nwangwu, who is going to be a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He switched over from right end in the offseason. And then Kerry Cage, a star development defensive end. He's got a lot of room to grow. We are really going to create this series and make this series about development, and we are going to recruit guys and eventually make them our stars. The biggest jump in the offseason was Chasen Clark. He went from a 65 overall to an 81. And then our cornerback group returns in Josh Moten, Corey Myrick, and Amir Foster. But our biggest get in the offseason was safety Javon McIntyre, the transfer out of Pittsburgh, and he will be an impact guy right away going into his senior year. He's going to be a big part of this defense. Let's talk about redshirts really quick, and we're going to redshirt a lot of guys, and at some point we're going to end up unredshirting some of these guys towards the end of the season just to get them some playing time, but I want to make sure that games played does not go above 4, so I'm going to be redshirting a lot of guys. And I think one thing to remember in this series is that if I see veteran players that are probably ahead of the young players not performing well, we will eventually unredshirt them. But one guy to actually note that we are going to redshirt is Alex Holman, because he was the one elite dev trait that we got in the offseason. We had actually 4 star development freshmen that we already have on the team that we recruited. MJ Pierre Chefu right there is one of them, but we are going to definitely use our entire roster, and I don't know what this season is going to look like, but we are definitely going to be developing a lot of guys. Now, our offensive scheme, at least for the first game or maybe a few, is going to be the Florida State spread scheme. So we are definitely switching up the playbook. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I guess we'll see. But West Virginia is 1-0 coming into this game, led by Nico Marshall, who is a pretty dead accurate quarterback. He also can throw on the run and throw under pressure pretty well. So he is a pretty well-rounded quarterback. They also have a slew of receivers, very, very deep in that position. And in game number 1, they got a good win where Marshall threw for 3 touchdowns. They are returning CJ Donaldson at running back. We faced him last year. And we got the better of West Virginia in season 1. And that was a game where their quarterback at the time threw 4 interceptions. So it was definitely a game to remember here in this series. And we'll see if West Virginia gets their payback today. Season 2 is underway, as here is the freshman Dewan Whitehead back to receive the opening kickoff, and he takes it back to about the 18-yard line. Out comes Cole Pennington wearing that new number 2. We got the first win in series history last time we played them as well, so this should be a good one. So here is Pennington handing off to the new starting running back here for Marshall, at least for the opener. It's going to be a running back crew by committee. Baron McFadden gets a yard. Quick throw out to number 23. That's Trey Allen, who's going to play a lot more this year as a junior. He scored 2 touchdowns a year ago. It's 3rd and 2 this time. Giving it to the senior, Chuck Montgomery to the outside. He's got speed. He runs out of bounds at the 31. Chuck Montgomery is the one returner as a starter at receiver, and he makes a big play. Just outside of field goal range, there is McFadden, and he's already shaken up on his second carry of the game. He's going to have to come out, and in comes the incoming freshman, Brian Santana. 2nd and 9, throwing across the middle, back shoulder throw to Whitehead, and he can't hold on. And now it is 3rd and 9. Screen pass out to Brian Santana, using his blockers, hurling a defender and picking up the first down. We're going to need to use all of these weapons on offense this year. No more Tyshawn Chapman. 1st and 10. Out to the number 23, Trey Allen. He takes off. Touchdown. Diving at the pylon. He will score on the opening drive of the season. This West Virginia crowd is definitely worried about this game after seeing what happened last year versus Marshall, and it's 7-0. So here is C.J. Donaldson getting the first carry of the game here for West Virginia. That goes for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 now. Marshall, the lefty, throws to the right side. That one is going to be caught. It's the tight end, Garrett Morton. At the 42 now. Here is Donaldson showing the patience, getting to the outside, and he breaks a tackle. Dateon Smith, number 2, tried to bring him down that time. And now it's a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to number 29. That's Preston Fox, one of their slot receivers on the roster. And now they get it to the 25, just on the edge of field goal range. Marshall throws short to C.J. Donaldson. He catches it 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage and ends up getting like 17 yards on that play. 1st and goal now at about the 9. Quick throw. Marshall finds his receiver, Rodney Gallagher, for the touchdown. And West Virginia answers right back, and very, very quickly at that. So here we are now at our own 16-yard line. Here's a handoff to the freshman, Brian Santana. He picks up a couple. 2nd and 9. Here is pressure on Pennington, and he gets hit hard. Reed Carrico on the pressure that time. It's now 3rd and 9. Carrico around the edge, hits Pennington hard. The ball is on the ground, picked up, and it's a touchdown. West Virginia with the forced fumble. Reed Carrico just goes around our right tackle, number 77, Isaac Clary. And Clary going into this season as a first-year starter as a sophomore, and that's a big play. It's 14-7 now. Pennington throws into traffic. That one is knocked away, luckily. Looking for number 85, Tracy Stevens, new starter at tight end. He goes right back to him, and they just weren't on the same page on that play. Either Pennington just missed through that one, or Stevens wasn't even looking for the ball. So here's Marshall back onto the field. He finds his tight end, and that is Garrett Morton again. 3rd and 1. Quick throw out to number 29, Preston Fox again, and he picks up a first down. They're inside field goal range already. 1st and 10 again at the 25, getting pressure on Marshall, and that is going to be a throwaway. And that is going to be Peloni Franklin, who's going to need to play a big role this year. It's 2nd and 10 now. Play action fake, throw into the right side, looking for Fox again, but this time he loses a few. At the 28 now, it's a 3rd and 13. Marshall has time and finds a man. It's going to be Gallagher again, number 2 for him. Touchdown, West Virginia. 21-7 now, and we're still in the first quarter. We have not been able to stop their offense. So here is Pennington now back out onto the field, this time running Montgomery in motion. He throws it back to him. It's intercepted by the defense. Another touchdown. Oh my goodness, the crowd got to us there because we did not have any icons. If you take a look, we had no icons at the start of this play, and I thought throwing over the middle was why. It wasn't. It was we threw an interception, and now it is 28-7. So here's Pennington now under pressure again. And oh no, our offensive line was a big concern coming into this year. And Cole Pennington's wear and tear is just getting there now. It's 2nd and very long. Trey Allen trying to do something. He picks up a gain of 4. And now at the 25, they send pressure, throwing across the middle, and this one's dropped. Chuck Montgomery had it in his hands. It was a tough catch. Nonetheless, you got to hold on. So here is West Virginia back on offense. We still haven't been able to stop their offense, haven't been able to move the ball on their defense besides that opening drive. And now we're just starting the second quarter, down by 3 scores. Handoff, C.J. Donaldson fights forward for a gain of 5. It's a 3rd and 5 now across the 50. And good protection. Throw it to the right side. It's a catch. Hudson Clements that time. And now it's a fresh set of downs, and now they're inside pretty much the red zone. Marshall in the pocket under pressure, and he loses ground. It's Michael Green there, and he gets to the quarterback. The captain finally makes a play. Keyshawn Lamont was also there. 3rd and 15. Screen pass called out to the right side. Donaldson tackled by Paoloni Franklin, and they are going to end up punting this one away, so we knock them out of field goal range. So can our offense get something together? And there's a drop by Trey Allen. That was a good throw by Pennington, and Allen just can't hold on. 2nd and 10 now. Running a receiver in motion. It's going to be Trey Allen, the junior. Here is pressure on Pennington, and he almost takes a big-time sack right there. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10. More pressure throwing up the field. That's caught. It's going to be Chuck Montgomery for the first down, and McFadden is shaken up for the 2nd time today. In comes the freshman Brian Santana breaking a tackle, and he gets to about the 40-yard line for his longest run of the day. 1st and 10 again. This is Pennington throwing to left side. It's Montgomery. He's got space and speed inside the 20, the 10, pushed out at about the 8. 3 for 110 here for Chuck Montgomery in the first half. He's going to need to play a huge role this year, by the way. 1st and goal now. Double reverse. Not going to work. Loss of about 4. Now here on a 3rd and goal. West Virginia sends pressure, throwing across the middle. Trey Allen fighting. Touchdown. 4 defenders around him, and he just has the willpower to get in. What an effort by Trey Allen. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th comes in at the end. It's way too late at this point. Okay, we're back in it now, down by 2 scores. C.J. Donaldson now, handoff. Good play by Josh Moten, who also changed his number from 1 to 17. Now 3rd and 7, screen pass out to Donaldson. Good tackle. And that is going to be number 27, Leon Hart Jr., who is now going to be getting a lot of playing time at middle linebacker. Now here's Pennington back on offense, but the pressure just continues here. Now they have 3 down linemen, but they send 5. Getting to Pennington right away. Intercepted. The pressure was right there, but it looks like the throw hit off of Montgomery's helmet and into the hands of the defense. This West Virginia pass rush is causing all types of problems here in the first half. We still have 2.5 minutes to go. Here's a draw play, and that's a good tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Sunday Uba. And now they're back at the 38-yard line. It is 2nd and 11. Quick throw, Marshall, and that's a good play. We do get the stop right there. And it's now a 3rd and 10. Throw across the middle. Corey Myrick makes the play on the ball and knocks it out. But this will back them up for a 54-yarder, and they knock it through. No problem. Back up by 3 scores. We do have under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's a throw across the middle. Blanket coverage here. I think Pennington has a little bit of happy feet in the pocket as well. This pressure has been on him all day. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a long throw. That is going to be knocked out of the hands of Trey Allen. And now another 3rd down in this game. Just about a minute to go. Pennington throws into traffic and almost set Montgomery up for injury right there. He gets hit hard, and it's incomplete. Believe it or not, we are still not at halftime. Here's a quick throw. That's going to be caught by Fox, and he picks up a 1st down and a little bit more. In West Virginia looking to add some more points before half. They do use all of their timeouts at this point, so they do have to get out of bounds if they do get a catch or hurry it up to the line. Here's a quick throw. That is going to be caught by Jaden Bray. picking up 10. And now it is 3rd and inches. Here is Marshall in the pocket. He tries to go to the end zone and runs out of time. It's Michael Green who takes us into half as the clock runs out. But West Virginia with the 17-point lead. This is domination at home. So here we go, second half action. And can we get anything going on offense? That is the question. Here is looks like a little jet sweep this time, and that goes to number 29, Preston Fox, who's been busy today as their slot guy. 2nd and 2, handoff, Donaldson. Uba gets thrown off of him. Donaldson stays on his feet to the 45. What a run that time. Fighting off a guy that's way larger than he is. Back to Donaldson now, throwing off a tackler again. Josh Moten throws off another one in Corey Myrick. And man, this running attack, just everything's working for them today. Going right back to the backup running back this time, which gives C.J. Donaldson a break. And the ball's on the ground. It's picked up. Peloni Franklin falls on it. I'm not sure if he was down or not, but the refs will actually not review this. And West Virginia won't challenge. Interesting call right there. I could have swore his knee was down. But we get the ball right back on a turnover. Here is a RPO action out to Chuck Montgomery. He fights through a tackle and picks up a gain of 10 for the first down. Good start to this drive. Marion McFadden back in the game. And it's not going to work, giving it to him. It's a loss of 3 yards. Our blocking has been absolutely terrible today. It's only game 1. We have to build this chemistry, but it's not looking good so far. More pressure, and Pennington is down. Slow to get up. I'm not sure what the injury is, but in comes the true freshman DeAndre Hendricks off of the bench. He runs this one. 3rd and 18. He picks up 16 yards on that. DeAndre Hendricks was an athlete as a quarterback. He is mobile, 89 speed, and now he's got an early 4th and 2. Hendricks throws across the middle. This is going to be incomplete. He threw it into a little bit of traffic. It was actually a decent throw, maybe a bit late though. And now West Virginia has the possession right back. Donaldson now starting out this drive with the screen, and he runs over Josh Moten. And that's just been the story today. They have just been out-toughing us today. 3rd and 2, handoff, good tackle. Michael Green that time gets his revenge on Donaldson. And now we have possession right back as Donaldson is kind of shaken up on that play. Hendricks still in the game now. He throws across the middle, and he finds Chuck Montgomery. I want to make sure Cole Pennington gets his full recovery as he Hendricks hands off this time to the freshman, Brian Santana. Hendricks now in the pocket. More pressure. Isaac Clary has had a terrible game today. Here's Carrico again around the edge. He gets to Hendricks. 2 straight plays in a row. And Hendricks is even shaken up on that play. This is just not good right now. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Draw play. Finally in the backfield is number 51. You're going to see a lot of him, the senior J.J. Hawkins here. He is one of our better pass rushing interior defensive linemen. 3rd and 13, airing this one out. It's caught. It's going to be a big-time first down throw. Wow, we just can't come up with any type of stop here on defense. Marshall throws across the middle. That is Preston Fox again for another catch for him. Gain of 10 as Sunday Uba is going to be out for the game. So one of our best interior defensive linemen is going to be out. It's a 2nd and inches. That could have been Uba right there, but instead C.J. Donaldson breaks the tackle, and it's a first down. At the 14 now. Throw into the corner. It's caught. Another touchdown. It's Hudson Clement. And he got a foot and maybe a knee down. And West Virginia up by 24 points. We are still not in the 4th quarter, if you can believe that. Here is Pennington now, giving it to Chuck Montgomery. Montgomery cuts upfield. He's got speed. 1 man to beat. He gets run down at the 25. 8 for 207. here for Chuck Montgomery. Somebody's got to get the ball. And now here we are inside of field goal range. More pressure. It's Kaliko again. And Reed Carrico is absolutely just killing us today. And Isaac Clary just lets him run right past him. And I've seen enough of Clary at right tackle. We're putting in the freshman, even though he is 64 overall, Julius Levitre. We just got to make the change now. We need to protect Pennington at all costs at this point. 3rd and 18 now. This is Pennington throwing up the seam. Intercepted. Looking for Trey Allen, and we were just trying to do way too much on that play. And it's a turnover, and now West Virginia starts out the 4th quarter with possession. More defense here as this is a draw play. Isaac, wow. CJ Donaldson picks up the first down. Marshall again. It looks like they are running the clock down, giving it to Donaldson. Good blocking. It's another first down. And there is Javon McIntyre there with the tackle. He has been absent this entire game, by the way. Now close to the 30-yard line is a quick throw to left side. Corey Myrick on the defense. Does eventually make the tackle, but it doesn't matter. It's a first down. Up still 24. Looking to add some more points, but not on this play. It's a sack, and that's Payloni Franklin who gets to the quarterback. And it's a big loss that time. They do get a couple of yards back for a 3rd and 11 RPO action. They give it this time to Donaldson, and that's Chasen Clark there. First time you're really hearing his name today. They do settle for the field goal to make it a 27-point lead. And in comes DeAndre Hendricks really to finish this game out. We saw him earlier when he took over from Cole Pennington's injury. And we'll just let him finish this game out. It's a blowout at this point. And now 41-14 at this point. Here's a deep shot looking for Montgomery. And Isaac Darnold, the true freshman center, is shaken up on that play. 44-14 at this point. Hendricks just showing a couple of his plays late in this game. He scrambles. Darnold shaken up again. He has to come out. And now just under 3 minutes to go, 2:15 to be exact. Hendricks stepping up in the pocket, lobs this one, and that was not even close. 3rd and 9 now for Hendricks, just trying to show what he can do here in game number 1. Hendricks in the pocket, throwing to left side, and that one is caught. It's going to be Banagu, the true freshman quarterback who actually changed positions to a receiver, but he was more naturally probably a quarterback, but he wouldn't have any chance to play early on. Hashim Banagu. Here's a quick throw, and that one's caught. And that is the first sighting you're seeing from number 18 as well, Rashad Thomas. He is a sophomore coming into this season. 1st and goal. Hendricks trying to use his speed, but that defensive end is just as fast as he is. It's now 3rd and goal at about the 1-yard line. Baron McFadden, you figure we're going to give it to him here, but no, it's a keeper, and Hendricks will score. It's a touchdown. That's an element of the game that Pennington just does not offer. It's going to be a different look in the future of this program at quarterback, but right now we're still rocking with Pennington, but it was just not a close game, and West Virginia was just the better team, and this showed. And I think a lot of the guys leaving in the offseason definitely had an impact on this game. Marshall was amazing. We could not defend him, and it was just tough. We tried to get some pressure on him, and we just couldn't find the pressure today. We had a couple of sacks, but I was hoping to really take advantage of a better Michael Green and a better Payloni Franklin. Even though we did get there probably in the second half, when it mattered most in the first half, when they were hot as an offense, we couldn't come up with stops, and CJ Donaldson ran all over us. 21 for 131. He was amazing. Obviously, we forced a lot of passes on offense, basically because we were desperate and because the pressure was there. I mean, Pennington, I was controlling him. I was seeing ghosts in the pocket. Ever since we started giving up all those pressures from the right tackle position, it started coming from everywhere at that point. And that's when we threw that pick six. We just could not see the icon, and we tried to force it. We really didn't see any impact from the speed guys we added to the offense in Hashim Banagu, also number 13 DeJuan Whitehead. We will unlock them as the season goes on. We tried to find them, but we could not today. But that's what the whole season is for. It's only one game, so we will get better from here. Let's put this game behind us and switch back to the Clemson Air Raid playbook, because I was very, very used to that playbook. And I found out during that game, I could not adjust. Looking at our coach abilities, we did have some points. So we are actually going to upgrade our recruiter tree a little bit and up it on receivers and tight ends. I really didn't have an impact tight end in that game, and I think that it's going to be important to find one or develop one, either of the two. But next week we have the Badgers on the road, so it does not get any easier in this series. But, this game will kind of humble you quickly, especially on Heisman. So you don't want to miss the next matchup. Should be a good one. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on.